going to talk about estate planning for newbies. What does that mean? Who is a newbie? So it doesn't matter what your age is. I'm going to assume you know nothing about estate planning, which frankly is a pretty fair assumption for most people unless they're an attorney. So let's just get back just down to basics about what is an estate plan. An estate plan consists of the legal documents that you sign so that you protect yourself during your lifetime, and on your death your assets go where you want them to go. Now, when it comes to estate planning, people are very intimidated by that because, number one, they say, I don't have an estate, I don't have millions of dollars. That is really a misconception. You have an estate no matter what the level of your assets are. You got 20 bucks in the bank, you have an estate. Yes, it's not much, but you do have an estate. Do you need an estate plan then that has a will or a revocable living trust or something that says on your death where your $20 goes? No, you don't. It's not a whole lot of money. So I would agree with you that in that situation, your estate plan doesn't need to encompass a lot of documents for what happens when you die. Now, let's say you have more than that. Let's say that you have an IRA or a 401k or a life insurance policy or a car or something that is getting beyond that $20 or $200 level. Do you need an estate plan? Yes, not a complicated one, but you do need to see somebody so that your assets go where you want them to go upon your death. Now, there is something called the laws of intestacy, and that directs where your assets go when you die if you haven't done a will. So that kind of estate administration, what happens on your death, actually may require a probate or a small estate administration affidavit. I know I'm getting complicated and I apologize for that. The point of it is that if you have assets of any level, you should have a will. See an attorney to help you with that. I think what's more important though, rather than talking about what happens when you die, is what happens during your lifetime if something occurs, if you are in an accident or if there is some health event, you're in the hospital, and let's say that you are younger and you don't have any estate planning documents in place. What's going to happen next? Well, it depends on the severity of your injuries. If you go to the hospital because you've been in a car accident, and let's say you're in your 20s and maybe you're married, let's say you're not married. If you're married, the doctors will turn to your spouse and say, what should we do to give this person treatment beyond the emergency treatment? Let's say that you are not married and you're in your 20s. Who's going to be making decisions for you about your health? Well, that's going to be your parents. And let's say your parents are divorced. Well, hopefully they will be able to get along and agree about what your treatment will be. There are legal documents that protect you in case anything bad happens to you while you're alive and leaving you unable to manage your own affairs. Those are called durable powers of attorney. So there's durable powers of attorney for health, where you say, I want somebody to be my healthcare agent. And that legal document shows that that is the person who's going to speak for you, not somebody else who might be a family member that you don't want talking for you. There's also something called a healthcare directive, advanced directive, living will. They all mean the same thing. That's where you put in writing what would your wishes be if the doctors have done everything to try to get you better, and at this point in time they're saying there's not going to be a resolution. This person can be kept alive on life-sustaining treatment. If that's what you want, you should put it in writing that you want it. For most people, they don't want that. You should put it in writing if you don't want heroic measures to keep you going. One other kind of durable power of attorney has to do with finances. Finances are, you're just paying your bills, just taking care of the things that you need to take care of. you do that as long as you're capable and competent. But if you've been in an accident that renders you unable to manage your own affairs, if you don't have a financial durable power of attorney in place, then the state, the court, steps in and takes over your affairs for you and appoints a guardian or conservator to take care of what you would otherwise take care of yourself, but you can't because you're not capable. So what I'm trying to convey is, no matter where you're at in your life, estate planning is about how to protect you in case bad things happen to you. And this is why people really don't want to pay a whole lot of attention to estate planning, because nobody wants bad things to happen to them. But estate planning and estate planning lawyers are trying to reach out to tell you, please talk to an attorney, get just some basic documents in place, and hopefully you won't need them, or you won't need them until the end of your life when you do pass away, and then your estate goes where you want it. But should anything happen to you during your lifetime, should something happen where you can't take care of yourself, you do not want the state to step in and be in charge of your life. Instead, have durable powers of attorney that will protect you no matter what happens. Once you get those documents in place, then you don't have to worry about it. You go on living, hopefully nothing bad will happen to you. If it does, you're protected, and somebody that you trust will be in charge to help take care of you.